And I got a light, y'all. I finally went to my storage unit today. Where is my... I finally went to my storage unit today. And nope, that's not gonna work. And got my light. So now I can chat with y'all and you can actually see my face. Y'all, TikTok is gone. I think it'll be back now. I think it's one of those things where we act like it's gonna go and then somebody's gonna come in and save the day. Y'all see my Bye Felicia braids or my twists? Bye Felicia. Oh man. I had a good time on TikTok, but I've been in and out since I've been posting more on YouTube, so I haven't been as active on TikTok. But TikTok is really good. I grew really fast on TikTok. I need to go get my I need to go get my, and I'm very late today. I think most of my people's probably in the bed. Give me 1 second. You good? Okay. It is, let's see what time it is. Oh, excuse me. Crotch in the center. I apologize. All right. I think we're good. One of these days I'm actually going to just do this at a decent hour. And that way I'll be under downstairs. I would like to, after the conversation yesterday, hello. After the conversation yesterday, we talked about new artists, and I'm looking so crooked right now. Ooh. Okay, that's a little bit better. So yesterday we were talking about some of the things that I do. So my background is in marketing and consulting, and I do concerts and events. And so we were having a discussion about new artists. Hello, Pearl. We were having a discussion about new artists. And hi, Doreen. Are you coming from TikTok? Because that is crazy. I saw that dismiss sign. I was like, dismiss? Because I did hear that they were going to at least allow us to take our information down off TikTok. And I never did that. So I hope that it comes back, or at least they allow me to take the information from off there. But I had a blast. We need to like reminisce about TikTok, because I'm already like, I can't believe it's gone. Is it really gone? Is TikTok really gone? Because that just sounds weird, right? It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel other ways. Because how is it that you cut it off early, though? Like, it's not even 12 o'clock. But I guess it does mean that, everybody's in different locations, right? So everybody's in different areas. Like, shout out where everybody's from right now. Where y'all located? Are y'all in America? Are y'all outside the U.S.? Are you, where's everybody at? But yeah, because I thought we'd at least have till midnight, right? You would think. I was like, because I'm East Coast, so I'm thinking, okay, we have till midnight. It was like shutting down at like 9 something. They were starting to send us messages and everything. That's crazy. I don't know. How I feel about it. So where y'all from? A little bit. I'll give you a little backstory about me. I don't know if you've been to my channel or have you subscribed. My name is Aysia. I am a project manager. I specialize in marketing and consulting for large concerts and events. I started back in 2014 with Tyler Perry, and then I ended up jumping around a little bit. I've done PBS, which is a television, and then I've been, hi, is it Malu? Is it Malu 369? Thank you, Malu. Is it Malu? Thank you, Malu. So I started off with in doing his plays, Tyler Perry plays. So he was doing Medea at the time, and so this particular play was not Medea. This was Hell Have No Fury, I think, is the one I started. And then after that, I left and I did radio. I interned radio. I did PBS, television. I've DJ'd. So I've done all things kind of communication and marketing around things that people do. And so now I do concerts. And I had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday that was on the live, and he asked about, I think he was in St. Louis at the time. And so what I do is I do a lot of market research in different areas. And I'm thinking about doing something for small creators, or when I say creators, I mean like small artists, like musicians, singers, people who are just kind of starting out, because I do concerts and events. And what happens a lot is that when we have what do you call it? Like, we have two shows. We have the inside and outside. And so on our inside show, that's where all the major acts perform. Well, we do have outside show, and when we do an outside show, we let the local talent kind of do their showcase, and then the winner of the local talent goes inside to the act, and they open up the show for the on the main stage, on the big stage. And so we were talking about that last night. And so I thought I would talk about TikTok, but I also want to kind of continue that conversation from yesterday as well, because that was a really fun conversation. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. So where's everybody? So you're in Brazil? Where else is everybody from? Where is everybody from? And do you have any questions for me about concerts, about events? So what I will say is I don't talk a lot about who's the best basketball player ever. Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like I'm gonna have to just say Michael Jordan, because I feel like that's. I could have said Kobe, but I'm not a big basketball fan, so I'm just gonna go with Michael Jordan. What about you? You said what? What about you? Who is your favorite player? LeBron. Got it. That's fair. Oh, and then I do see him on your okay, so that's fair. That's fair. Okay, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron's good. LeBron's good. I'm not gonna knock it, I'm not knocking it. He is a GOAT in his time. He is in his prime, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Do you go to his games regularly? He still plays, right? I have no idea. I have not watched basketball in like 10 years. It's been a very long time. Because I know that the playoffs or the championship games are usually around my birthday, which is June. So I know if it gets all the way to the end, I was like, dang, that means they've played all, like, what is it, like the best of 5 or the best of 7 or something like that. War is, baby. Hello. So it's just open chatting. I was talking a little bit about TikTok, but we haven't really, I just opened the live, so we haven't really talked about much. Not much at all. So you have joined at a good time. I generally talk about marketing, concerts and events, and I will say that. So one thing I said last night is that if you are ever at a concert, this is what I tell people: if you're ever at a concert, and I know how much people love to sit in the front row, do not do it. Do not sit in the first row. Do not sit in the second row. Do not sit in the third row. Maybe not even the fourth row, because if you are going to a concert, And most concerts, we like to either sit the sound on the stage or we fly the sound. And so most times if you are sitting in the front, and especially it depends on like the venue and how the venue is set up, like if it's set up like a theater, which means like all the seats are together and kind of go around the stage like this, then that means most of the times the speakers are going to sit on the stage and they are blaring because they're sitting on the stage, but it has to be enough sound to fill the entire room. So the sound has to bounce off the walls, but it has to fill the entire room. So if you sit up that close, you are going to get a lot of bass. And the bass is so good for our shows especially, that is so good that it like makes the hairs on your arms stand up. Like it literally was like boo, and like the hairs on your arms are like vibrating because that's how heavy the sound and the bass is. So, but I tell people is like if you're gonna come to a concert, wear earplugs or don't even get seats that close because just it's loud. And I don't even know how people do it. I promise you I don't know how people do it. Because it's crazy. It's crazy loud. Crazy, crazy loud. So don't do it. And then another tip I like to give is that when you are, what is it? If you're sitting somewhere and you can't see the stage, like let's say you are, wherever you are sitting and you have something obstructing your view, like there's a pole in the way, and it could be, the stage is pushed out, the stage is pushed in. Generally what happens is we'll sell out an arena. However, because every venue is different, we don't know where the stage is going to sit in that venue. If we have a lot of seats sold, then we'll push the stage back. If all the seats have not sold, we'll push the stage up to make it a little bit more intimate, to make it a little closer so it doesn't look as empty, especially when you're talking about an arena and it goes all the way around, right? So you put the stage kind of in the center or a little further back so that the seats will come around it. Well, sometimes when you do that, you may have you may block somebody's view, right? Because initially let's say they bought on the sides. Well, that was before we put the stage in. So now that they put the stage in, the stage is a little further up. They're sitting kind of back behind the stage. Now they're frustrated. Well, we call those trouble seats. And trouble seats literally just means that it's obstructing your view. So most times we call those sightline issues, so you can't see. You just go to the person or like whoever's like the usher, the ticket taker, and just tell them, hey, can you relocate me? We normally do that for all of our shows. So if you ever have that problem, you can just be assured that you can just relocate your seat. Or most of the times, if you ever come in and they say your seat has already been relocated, that just means that the stage is probably obstructing your view. And so instead of you coming and complaining, we've already moved your seat, so you don't have to worry about that. And you usually sit better in a better area because of the view that's obstructed, so we'll just happily move your seat. So, but my name is Aysia. I do project management, but I specialize in marketing consulting for large concerts and events. I like to help small artists, especially when they are just starting out. So I'll answer some of your questions that you may have about, how to start out, what we're looking for, what you are needing to have, I have some people that I do small, intimate, like VIP sessions with, where we can talk about, how to get your stuff on the radio, who to talk to. We have some sound managers that can edit your audio, make sure your tracks are good. I like to tell people if you are a new artist, the difference between local artists, regional, national, international, of course. Your local artists are going to be the ones that know you within your community, right? Within your city, maybe even within your state. That's a local artist. What we consider is a regional artist is if you are known within your surrounding states. So I am in Georgia. So I would say that Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, if they know your songs and they know your music, then that's like a regional. That means you're kind of like a regional artist. Then we have the national artist, which means their songs are known within that, like the US, right? So, and how often are your songs played on the radio, and where are they played? Where are they located? You know, how often are they played? Like, there are levels to all this, but I am here to answer any of your questions. Let me know if you have any questions, if you know any artists that are looking for advice or tips on how to promote their music. What we do like to encourage them to do is we have a concert that we do. Excuse me. We do several concerts a year, but 2 or 3 in particular where we will have the artists that are new and upcoming. They perform on the outside stage, where it's our smaller stage, where you have the crowd engagement, and the crowd is going to dictate whether you win that particular contest. And then if you win the particular contest, then you have the ability to go inside and perform on the big stage with all the other artists. I do marketing for concerts for Southern Soul and Blues artists. So we've had anybody from LJ Eccles, we've had King George, we've had Sir Charles Jones, we've had Calvin Richardson, we have a show coming up actually in February. It's February 15th. It's going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas. It features H Town, Century. We have Dee Dee Jones, Bree Wooten, and I feel like there's somebody else, but I can't think of the name. It'll come to me in a minute. Oh, Calvin Richardson, I think, yeah. So, yeah. So let me know any questions that you have. I generally don't get on this late. Usually I am on at around, oh, excuse me. Usually I get on around like 8 or 9ish, but I went down the YouTube, hole, and I went on Instagram and looking at all the rave about TikTok and how it's gone, and so I'm getting on very, very late tonight. I usually am not on this late, so forgive me. Forgive me. So yeah, let me know, what questions do you have? I think I want to do I'm going to change up my content a little bit. I haven't posted too many things, but I'm going to start posting some more stuff, a little bit more engaging stuff, a little bit more fun stuff, I think. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you have any questions about marketing? Do you have any questions about being a small artist, a creator? I started my YouTube. I started my, 3 years ago, I think? 3 years ago. And 3 years ago that I was actively, putting on videos and stuff like that. And I actually didn't get to I was maybe like 300 subscribers until like November. And then November, I posted a video and went viral, and I got probably about 3,000 followers just in November. So I will say that if you are a new creator or a small YouTuber, the time is now to get on YouTube, especially with the ban of TikTok. I would highly suggest that if you are thinking about it or you are contemplating getting on YouTube, the time is now. The time is definitely now, because as you see, people are going to be looking for other platforms, even just to voice their opinions, even just to, just to have something to do, because TikTok was so beneficial for so many people. So they're going to want to look for other avenues in order to make that kind of income. And YouTube is the best platform, I think, in my opinion, in order for somebody to come from TikTok and be able to monetize and to make money. I think the most logical thing would be to do is to get on YouTube, because YouTube is the only platform outside of TikTok that would allow you to make income straight from the app, right? Like once you get to your watch hours and your time, your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers, then you're able to put merch on your page. You're also able to do your, Google AdSense. You can still put your links on the bottom of your page. And so, you have all those other options. You can start to do sponsorships and marketing. So, yeah, it's tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. So, where's everybody from? Let me know in the chat. Where are you from? My name is Aysia. I am a project manager, specialized in marketing consulting for large concerts and events. When I mean large concerts, anywhere from 1,800 people to 6,000 plus. I have been all up and down the East Coast doing plays and concerts and events. And you're beautiful and you look like, oh, thank you. Because they have shiny skin. Thank you. I have not been to Brazil. What part of Brazil are you in? Because I am actually, literally, I found my book. I left it in storage. I just moved out of my house, so I was looking for my book. And so I found it, and I was like, okay, there are so many places that I really want to go. And I need to know what part of Brazil. Because I always hear stuff about Brazil, and I know the women are gorgeous in Brazil. But that is not on my bucket list. So I'm curious, what part of Brazil are you referring to? I would like to, I've got Bangkok right now on my bucket list for, I have Bangkok on here for, I think, November. I want to go to Dubai, and either Dubai is going to be either the end of February or it's going to be in Dubai is going to be early February or November or the end of November. I have a lot to do. I do a lot of traveling. I do public speaking. I do tons of stuff. I don't know what I'm about to do without TikTok though, because I was at I don't know. So I was at 6,700 followers on TikTok. So were you on TikTok? Did you have any followers on TikTok? Is it Malu? I'm gonna miss TikTok. TikTok was like where you were able to kind of be yourself and kind of just be funny, you know? I kind of got away from the funny part of TikTok, but excuse me. But it was so good to just, you could be on TikTok for hours. Hours and hours and hours. I don't know, man. What are we gonna do without TikTok? Give me a second. I'm gonna get me some water. Hold on. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Isn't she cute? I am choking over here. I should have gone earlier. But I was mesmerized watching animal. But I love social media. Like I love-hate relationship, because you can go down like these rabbit holes, right? Like you could literally just, oh, this is a cute little jacket. What does it say? Live, love, dream. That's cute. But yeah, you could just go on so many like binges. Like the way my brain works, I could binge watch somebody's content for hours. So good, so good. And I was cracking up on Instagram. Oh my gosh. That's why I was so late getting over here. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. He is hilarious. Whew. So where's everybody from? Does everybody come from TikTok? Is everybody upset? Because what are we about to do? I don't think it's going to be gone that long, though. I don't think so. I think it's going to be like a in and out type deal. Like, I think it's going to pretend to be gone, and then they're going to bring it back. And then it's going to be like, oh my God, they brought it back. But I really think it's, well, it's politics, really. It's always politics. Y'all see my Felicia braids? Looking like Felicia from Friday. I am really. But it's almost midnight, so I'm about to go to bed in a little bit. I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. I was trying to see if, get some, man. Ooh, okay. I'm feeling like this light, though. I finally got my light back, y'all. I'm doing good. I finally got my light back. I had left it in storage. It's been in storage for like 2 weeks. And I finally went and got it. I feel so much better. I got my light. So the next time you see me, I don't know. I'll probably be downstairs. I won't be in this room. I'll be downstairs. So we'll have a different vibration. It'll be a different energy. It'll be a different look. It'll be all things different. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. Ooh. Y'all are quiet tonight. But it is Saturday night, going into Sunday. Is everybody going to church, or everybody's out and partying? It is Saturday night, so I can't even front because it's late. It's late. It's almost midnight. So I appreciate y'all being on. I appreciate you chatting with me. I greatly appreciate it. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. What is your name? Is this still who I think it is, or somebody new popped on? If you're just joining, my name is Aysia. I am in marketing and consulting for concerts and events. And I like to help. Dang it. You're always leaking on stuff. I promise you I love this lip gloss, but it leaks on everything. It literally leaks on everything. And it is so annoying. It's so frustrating. Like, I love it. But, man. And it just, it's so annoying. It's cute, but it's so annoying. So I think tomorrow, I don't have anything planned for today, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna talk about something different. I go live every night. I try to. I don't have a set time yet, but I go live every evening. Usually it's not this late. Usually it's around, try to go live about 9 or 10ish. Tonight's a little bit later than I normally would do, so my apologies. And that may be why I don't see my normal crew. That's fair, because I usually don't hop on this late, so. But we'll try again. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it early. We'll do it earlier tomorrow, and we'll talk about some new artists coming up in the world and kind of what we're looking for in terms of concerts and events. Do you have media kits? Are you branded? How big is your following? Who do you have that can really get behind you? Like when we deal with small artists and small creators, we're always looking for, who is following you, who is going to go if we put you on a tour, if we put you on an event, are they going to buy tickets? Are they like true fans? Are they fair weather fans? Like if it's cold or raining outside, are they going to come to the concert because you're performing? Or is it, well, we'll see you next time? Like how strong is your audience and how much pull do you have with your audience? And then also, how well is your delivery? Do you have performance? Like, do you have like stage presence? Because a lot of times we deal with a lot of people and they do not have a good stage presence. Just because you have a song to sing and you have a song that may be good does not mean you have stage presence. Does not mean you have a good delivery. Does not mean that you're good talking in front of people. Does not mean you're a good interviewer. So what kind of stage presence do you have? What kind of value can you bring to the space? How is your audience gravitating towards you? Are they coming from what social media platform? Are they coming from, and like what's their demographic? Like what age are they? Are they male or female? Like all these things. Like when we talk about data, we talk about analytics, we talk about um, you know, social media, we talk about how to find our audience. We dig into all that stuff. We dug into all that data, all the analytics, because it's all powerful, all means something. Like if you see that we don't have TikTok anymore and they say it's because of data, that data is so important, especially in marketing and sales, because that data tells you a lot about a person, right? Like how they buy, the times that they buy, what they buy tells you a lot about a person. And so by knowing exactly how they operate, you're able to get them to do more of the things that you want them to do because you know how they operate. So that is one reason why they're so that's why they're taking TikTok from you. Because that has a lot to do with it. And I think also it has a lot to do with it because of just the state of where everything is in. But I do think TikTok's coming back. I 100% think TikTok's coming back. It's just going to be in a different way, I think. I think they don't like that we're not getting, that a lot of people are making money and they're not getting taxed like that. So I think that also plays a part. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. I'm going to give it about, maybe till 35 after. Hello, thank you for joining. If you're just hopping in, my name is Aysia Smiles. I am a marketing for large concerts and events. We were talking about small upcoming artists and how they are, what they're doing, what they need to do, what they need to learn for our shows. Like we do concerts and events, and a lot of times we have a lot of small artists that want to perform on our stages, but they don't quite know all the criteria. So some of the criteria is definitely making sure that you have the correct format for your songs. Do you have a CD? Make sure you have a CD. You always need to have a CD. because most of the DJs have at least CDJs for them to play so they can play your song, or have it on the phone, but that may not work because everybody doesn't always have the certain conversion piece for your phone, or making sure that you have a flash drive like an MP4, a data disk, making sure that you have several different formats in order for people to have your content and people to have your song, so that when you're performing that you have a, you have a format that we can play with. Make sure your stuff is not skipping because that's annoying. Also, making sure that if you're new here, I'm talking about artists who have musics and have songs, because I am a project manager, but I specialize in marketing for large events and concerts. And what happens is when we have artists that come up and they try to perform, they have their songs are skipping, and then you have to have a set, and then you also need to have stage presence. You can't just be like, yeah, 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 right? People get tired of hearing that. You have to have a delivery. You can't just walk up and down the stage, right? There needs to be a delivery. There needs to be something that you have that's memorable. Even like the song, the hook, your stage presence, how you interact with the audience, how you engage with them. Are you remembering who they are? Are you remembering them by name? How do they connect with you? Do you have social media? And you would be surprised how many small artists do not have social media. And we're like, social media is one of the fastest ways for you to grow. So if you are trying to come and present and try to perform on a stage, you need to have a crowd that comes to support you. Because if you say that you are an artist and I put you on our stage and you come to sing and you don't have anybody that's supporting you, that's almost a red flag. Because if this is something that you are definitely wanting to do and you are really putting yourself out there, unless you traveled from hours and hours away, your fan base should be with you. Your fan base should want to support you and be out there to just, just to show you how much they care about you, because because that's your fan base, right? Your fan base is supposed to be like, hey, hell or high water, I'm here with you. I support you because I love your music. And so that's what we're also looking for if you're a new artist. Do you have a media kit? Does your media kit show exactly who you are, how many, what songs you have out, how big is your social media base, your fan base, where are they located? Do you have the analytics? Do you know exactly where they are? Because if I put you on a tour, I need to know where your people are. How many people are going to come to your show? If I put you on a show, like I'm in Atlanta, if I put you on a show in Atlanta, I need to know that your people are going to travel to Atlanta. But if your people are in Florida, then I'm not going to put you on a show in Atlanta unless I know that they're going to travel. Because your fan base is going to want, your fan base should want to come and see you wherever you are. How many spins have you had? What radio stations are you at? Where are you located in the vicinity of where our show's gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, there are so many different pieces and parts to it that I wish people understood. And then it's not just putting you on a show. There's so much more that goes into it, especially like knowing how to place you on the show. What kind of music are you playing? What's your genre of music? Because if I have a blues show and you're R&B or your rap, it may not jive well because it needs to flow. Like, the audience that I'm looking for is catering to a older kind of low key vibe kind of crowd, and I want to keep them at that vibe. If you're having really high like rap music and it's like a lot of cussing or something, it may be hindering to the crowd that I have. And so it may not jive well. It may not flow well. And if it doesn't flow well, then I can't put you on that show. So it really depends on what you have. And then what season is it that you're playing this music? Like, if it's older, it's later, excuse me, it's winter time here, especially in America. We like to play a little bit slower songs, right? Not all that fast paced, because the times have changed. The seasons have changed. It's colder now. It gets darker earlier. So you don't have to play all that fast music. You want to slow it down. And so when I create a show and I put you on a show, your music has to flow within that show. Like if you're playing a lot of high songs, a lot of high pitch, fast songs, and it's winter and it's cold outside, it's not going to jive as well in a show. If I have a show about love, because it's Valentine's Day, I need more love songs, right? The songs have to flow. The songs have to fit in together. Like back when I was DJing, the mixes have to mix. I can't mix a 1A and a 2B. They don't mix very well, right? They need to flow together. So those are the kind of things that we're always looking for. We're always looking to enhance. We're always looking to engage with new artists, but these are the things that are part of the criteria that we're looking for. So if you know anybody that is a new and upcoming artist that is wanting to kind of get their name out there, kind of want to spread their wings a little bit, kind of want to know a little bit more about the music industry and trying to, get their feet a little wet, then definitely I want you to like and subscribe. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this with them, and let them know that we're always looking for up and coming artists, but there is some criteria that they need to work on and look at in order to get better at what they do. So, hope you found this helpful. I will hop on tomorrow, or I guess later on today because it's already midnight my time. It's late. I normally don't jump on this late, but I promised myself I was going to go live every day. So that is what I intend to do until I've heard otherwise. All right. Love you. Bye.